Have you ever been retained by someone who has been accused of doing something wrong and who has already been the recipient of some unfavorable publicity? In this video, I'll tell you one quick tip that will allow you to start turning around the story and getting your client some perhaps positive exposure in the media. Hi everyone, my name is Pollock. I am an attorney who helps other attorneys and their clients ethically, strategically, and proactively engage the court of public opinion to help those clients resolve their cases favorably and to help those attorneys build their practices. I wanted to talk briefly in this video about one quick tip that attorneys, typically criminal defense attorneys, but sometimes civil defense attorneys, can use to help begin the process of turning around bad publicity for their clients. Whenever an individual is accused of doing something wrong, notably if it's a criminal act, you're going to see some kind of mugshot, or you might see some unflattering photo that a reporter or other media outlet might just pluck from social media. Attorneys representing these individuals should think long and hard about the message these photos send to readers. And the attorney should work with the client to send a more flattering photo to the media in the hopes that the media will start using those nice photos as opposed to the mugshots. Every once in a while, you'll see this on the national news and on the national scale, where you'll have someone who is accused of doing something wrong, and you'll see like a dark photo of them with lots of shadows where they look like they're a bad person, and then you'll see a photo of them from school or from work or with their family, and all of a sudden you see them in a different light. Visuals are huge components of how people in the court of public opinion and reporters perceive whether someone is a good character or a villain. And photos of the accused and people accused of wrongdoing are helpful in helping to slowly turn the tide and get some favorable publicity, if not necessarily for the person and their acts, at least getting some favorable publicity by putting that person in a less damaging light, almost literally, based on the photo that you're using. I had this experience personally a couple years ago. I represented an individual who was accused of doing some bad things, and the individual was caught on video doing these bad things. After this person was arrested, the media coverage of the person's arrest included her mugshot, and it was not a good look for her. So what I did was I worked with this person and her family to provide more flattering photos of her to all of the media outlets that had covered her initial wrongdoing. And guess what? The media outlets started publishing these photos, I think mainly because she happened to be a relatively attractive woman, and the media outlets wanted clicks from people. But you don't have to have a moderately attractive client to be able to benefit from the way that good photos and good imagery of your client accused of wrongdoing can help your case. So again, if you are representing someone who's accused of wrongdoing, either criminal or civilly, and you want to begin to start turning the tide and having their story told in a more favorable light, one easy, quick thing you could do is go to reporters who are covering the story and give them more flattering photos of your clients. Tell the reporter that you think that the mugshot or the other photo unfairly portrays the client in an unfavorable light, and you want to use these photos because you think this photo or these photos tell a more complete picture about the person that your client really is. I think you'll find more times than not reporters will at least be warm to it. They might not agree to it, but at least they'll be willing to hear you out. And many times that might actually get you on the road to having a better photo of the client, which will slowly begin to turn around the perceptions of your client in the court of public opinion.